You literally just nailed that.
Wow. Like a million times. Wow. I couldn't have ever expected you to do anything like that to that song.
The way you sang that as if that song was made for you.
The person who I'm going to vote for tonight is going to be...
My vote.
My vote is going to go for...
Goes to David.
David.
The best performance you've done so far in the competition.
And this week you just nailed it.
And it was just bang on.
And never in a million years would I thought you would have done this song choice.
From the person who came in to the person you are now, genuinely, it's like a different person altogether.
This was the best performance so far.
That was your best performance.
Definitely the best performance of this whole evening.
And I'm going to say it now, that was my favourite performance of this season. This decision has been really, really difficult. To be honest, it has been impossible to come to a decision tonight. The person leaving us tonight is...
So girls, it's the final theme week.
I know, and it's a new theme ever. First ever time we do this theme, rock and soul.
I'm so excited. I feel like the numbers are going down now, the pressure's going up.
Oh, it's pressure now, innit?
Yeah. 100%. I do think though that this theme allows people to explore a little bit more. You know, with rock and soul, it's quite a large range of genres. So I think you can hopefully expect a good night. Hopefully. Yeah. But I'm sure everyone's going to bring it. I mean, it is getting tough.
So first up, we've got Abby this evening.
Oh, Abby's tone is beautiful. And last week, her performance was so good. I think it was the best she'd actually performed so far. So hopefully she's going to bring something tonight.
I feel like she's got a belt that we don't really see as much. But I feel like rock and soul will push in out to give us something a little bit more grit and gutsy.
Hopefully. Should we see what she's got?
Yes.
Something's got a hold of me lately. No, I don't know myself anymore. It feels like the walls are all closing in and the devil's knocking at my door. Oh, out of my mind, how many times did I tell you I'm no good at being alone? Yeah, it's taking its toll on me, trying my best to keep from tearing the skin off my bones. Don't you know I lose control when you're not next to me? When I'm falling apart right in front of you, can't you see? Problematic. Problem is I want your body like I feel like a bad habit. Bad habits hard to break when I'm with you. Yeah, I know I can do it on my own, but I want that magic and it takes two. Problematic. I need some relief. Your skin and your teeth can't see the forest between. I just want my peace. I lose control when you're not next to me. Yeah, I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control when you're not next to me. Yeah. I'm falling apart, baby. You make a mess of me.
I gotta be honest, that's the best performance you've done, I think, because you've given us more. You've just allowed yourself to test your limits. And don't get me wrong, I think there's probably more in there. I think you've probably got more in the tank again. But you've done what we asked you to do, which is just show a bit more. I'd never heard those husky sort of tones to your voice before and that grit. And it was so nice to see. It's the most up-tempo song you've done so far. And you were giving us a bit of attitude and doing your dance moves and your hand gestures. So I think for you and on your journey, you've done extremely well tonight. Well done.
When I think of you, I think of the old songs and making them more modern in your way. But this week, you actually have taken a quite recent song and you've done what Lily asked you, because there was one week where Lily really wanted to hear you sing something modern. And you've done it this week, and I think it suits you so well. And I agree with Lily, I absolutely love the husky tones. And personally, my favourite bit was the mix, where it stripped back a bit and you went really high in your mix and it sounded lush. So well done.
You look so much more comfortable again this evening. I love, like the girls have already said, those grits and growls this evening were bang on. They were sublime. They were lush. I love that you took it off the mic stand, but you were still holding the mic stand as well to give that performance. I've never heard that song before. Like the girls have just said, because it's very recent, but I absolutely loved it. It was definitely your best performance. I didn't stand there because my knee hurts, but well done.
I love that Abby showed us something a bit different tonight, a bit more gritty, a bit more growly. Yeah, I mean, what's the song? 3-4 weeks old? It's brand new.
Brand new. Yeah. I didn't expect her to choose that song choice, and she definitely took your comment on board and done that.
Yeah.
You could definitely see that sort of artist she's becoming now, can't you?
Yeah,
this
most
is definitely her best week.
Yes, 100%.
By far. More comfortable on the stage. Vocals were insane this week.
Yeah.
She's done really well. So, next up, we've got Alicia.
Yes. I love Alicia. She works so hard in the weeks. Last week was her best week.
Yeah.
So I hope that we have another good week this week.
I hope so. And I know she's really dedicated. I know she wants to do well. Yeah. And I just think those couple of weeks where she had a couple of wrong song choices, it knocked her a bit, but hopefully now we're on an upward trajectory, because
I just hope she's taken our comments on board this week.
Yeah. The vocals are there, so let's just see if she can bring it to the stage tonight.
Yeah. Should we see?
Yeah.
Clipped wings, I was a broken thing. Had a voice, but I could not sing. You would wind me down. I struggled on the ground. So lost, the line had been crossed. Had a voice, but I could not talk. You held me down. I struggled to fly now. But there's a scream inside that we all try to hide. We hold on so tight that we cannot deny it. It's us life. Oh, it's us life. Yes, there's a scream inside that we all try to hide. We hold on so tight, but I don't wanna die. No, I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. And I don't care if I sing off key. I find myself in my melodies. I sing for love, I sing for me. I shout it out like a bird set free. No, I don't care if I sing off key. I find myself in my melodies. I sing for love, I sing for me. I shout it out like a bird set free. Whoa, oh, I'll shout it out like a bird set free. Whoa, I'll shout it out like a bird set free.
Oh, Alicia, well done, babe. That was such a pretty performance from yourself, I thought, this evening. It was definitely your best vocals I've heard. it was very pretty. For me though, there wasn't a lot of engagement I found this evening. You seemed to like be looking at the floor a lot. So I didn't feel like it was like really connecting with the song, but it was definitely your best vocals. So well done.
From our chats in the week, you've mentioned to me that you tend to get sore throats a lot, and you don't really know what's wrong. I definitely agree with you this week that the vocals were best, but I could see that you were looking around, you were a little bit nervous, and I think that's why. I think you lost your voice in the week and you were a little bit stressed now. So I think that's why there's not much engagement this week, but the vocals were the best ones so far. I can see that sometimes you feel like you're straining a bit, but I think that's generally because you have a sore throat. So we're going to try and sort that out in the week, see what's wrong, see what you need help with. But this week, I do think it was your best vocals. But yeah, engagement, I do agree. Just a little bit more engagement when you're with the mic stand, but that's it.
Alicia, I think you actually had a good week again this week. If I'm honest, I don't think personally the vocals were better than last week. For me, I think that was probably a stronger vocal. But there was nothing wrong with your vocals on this one. I agree there was a lack of engagement and things like that, and that probably is why I don't see it as a step up, but I don't see it as a step down either, if I'm honest. I think the song really, really suited you, and I loved those more powerful parts. When you were saying, I don't want to die, I would have loved you to have kept that power then on the chorus. And I think if we work on your head voice and try and get you up in that falsetto, it would have just given us a bit more light and shade towards the end, because it was all quite chesty. But apart from that, I think it was a really good vocal. I just think there are things that we could work with you on to tweak things, that's all, and just elevate the performance. But I think you've done really well. Well done. Thank you. What a pretty performance from Alicia tonight.
I did enjoy her choices with the mic stand. I feel like it's a very soulful song. She did fit the theme this week, definitely, with the song choice. I do agree with you. I think that maybe last week her vocals were better, but I do think that this week the belts were much more powerful, which is why I said it's her best vocals this week. She does struggle though with vocal technique. Like she tends to have a sore throat every week. And we need to help her with that, definitely, before we can move on with the higher register, I feel. But I do think it's all there. There's so much potential. She's got it there. We just need to give her the most time.
Completely agree. So next up we got Darcy.
She kills it every week. She brings out something mega every week.
Last week was her week. Like performance-wise, I didn't expect the song choice, I didn't expect the performance, but she brought it, and she was up first, opening the night.
I know,
and I think that takes a lot of guts.
I'm hoping that she's going to keep that this week as well, or give it a bit more movement and stuff like that.
And power.
Yeah, and she is good at following comments, so I do think she'll take our advice on board. But yeah, I hope there's some more guts and grit tonight.
Yeah,
should we see?
Yes.
And I am telling you, I'm not going away. You're the best man I'll ever know. There's no way I could ever go, darling. There's no way. No, 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 no way. I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. I don't wanna be free. I'm staying, and you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me. Stand up, yell, scream and shout. You can say what you want. I am not walking out. Stop all the rhythm, one strike and kill. I'm not gonna leave you. There's no way I will. And telling you I'm not going. I'm
Wow, Darcy, that was a really brave choice of a song this week, especially considering the sort of songs you've shown us before now. Obviously, we wanted a bit more grit and a bit more guts, and we got it. What more can we ask for? Do you know what I loved about this performance is that you didn't try and sound like the original artist. You weren't putting those runs and riffs in where you thought, oh, that might be a bit too much. You made it yours, and it's the best way to do it. You know, make the song suit you, and that's really what you've done this week. And I think, to be honest, you've just exceeded anything you've done so far. And I definitely want to hear more now, because I love those growls and things that we've never ever heard from you before now.
You just sing it now. You're gonna love me. Yes, we do love you. We absolutely love you, babe. Those growls. I was like, oh, come on, girl. I absolutely love you, honestly. That note towards the end as well was so... You had a special moment again tonight. So well done, babes. We do love you.
Like, why didn't you give us this in the beginning? But, oh my God, girl, the vocals are insane. The song choice, when you started singing, I thought, oh, there's no way this girl would pick this. It has to be lowered. And then you sang it, and it was the original key. I was like, this girl is completely crazy. Wow. Well done, Darcy. Best week so far. Well done.
Oh, girls, Darcy brought it again, didn't she?
Absolutely.
I can't believe she just chose that song.
She just keeps going up and up and
That's
up
like
and
one
up.
of the hardest songs to sing ever.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy, and I'm so glad she didn't copy Jennifer Hudson with all those crazy runs. Like, it didn't need that much, you know.
It was cooked nicely.
Tone and the soul in her voice just topped it off. It was amazing.
She gave us everything we asked for and more from our comments last week, to be fair. So, I mean, what more can you ask for? She done it impeccable tonight.
Yeah.
So,
Next up, we got Matthew.
oh, Matthew.
How are we feeling?
I don't know, Matthew takes me on a journey every week.
Yeah.
I
He does
wonder if he'll take a rock song and do something quirky with it. I wonder if he'll change it. Or I wonder if he'll strip it back like last week.
Yeah.
I just don't know with him. He's just so...
He's creative.
He's creative.
And that's the thing,
you never know what's coming, and I love that.
But I hope he's taken the comments on board where we give him that situation last week.
Yeah.
So he should be fine. Should we have a look?
Where all the good men calling, where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to find the rising eyes? Isn't there the right night upon the fiery steed? Late at night on the tops of the dead, and I dream of what I need. I need a hero, holding up for him until the morning light. He's gonna be strong and he's gonna be soon, and he's got to be first on the fire. I need a hero, holding up for him until the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gonna be soon, and he's got to be larger than life, larger than life. Somewhere after midnight in my wildest fantasy, someone just beyond my reach, someone reaching back for me. Resting on the thunder, hiding in the breeze. It's gonna take a superman to sweep me off my feet. Oh, I need a hero, holding on to him until the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be soon, and he's got to be larger than life. I need a hero, holding on to him until the morning light. He's gotta be soon, and he's gotta be soon, and he's got to be larger than life. I need a hero. He's gotta be soon, and he's gotta be soon, and he's got to be larger than life, larger than life.
Matthew Matthew, well done. I gotta be honest, I think that's the best performance you've done so far in the competition. I loved that you used your lower tones a lot more, because we've heard a lot of your head voice, as I said last week. And I definitely seen fight this week. I can give you that. I definitely seen some fight there in that performance. I'll be honest, when you started and you were doing the sort of hand gesture, I thought, no, he's starting again. It's going to be cheese. But you actually done very well, and it was a lot less cheesy than I've seen the rest of the competition. So I gotta be honest, I can't fault the song choice. I can't fault those growls. You've done a lot better than any other week, I think. And yeah, it was a great performance. Well done.
I didn't think that song was going to work for you. You first started and I thought, oh, I don't know. But it really paid off. That was like, it really, really suited you. And I did like the performance bit of it with it as well this evening. You were definitely stepping up you've definitely stepped up this week, I found. You did absolutely incredible, so well done.
The song choice and how you changed it and you were creative with it, it paid off. That was perfect. And then the vocals, you added some of your higher register in, but you added the perfect amount of belt for it to show us, like you took on my note. It was all balanced, completely perfect. Can't fault it. It was amazing. Well done.
You know, everyone knows I think Matthew's Marmite. But I think this week he definitely done something that is more generalised, more popular, something that's going to appeal to a lot more people. And I really enjoyed the performance. So he's done incredibly well this week, I think.
Definitely.
So next up we got Melissa.
Yes, Melissa.
Melissa's song choices have been so much better as the weeks have gone on.
Yeah.
She's definitely maturing so much now. Like she's definitely stepped out of that girly phase and she's gone into the more mature, and it suits her so well, and her voice and vocals are getting better and better.
I still hope she listened to the comments, obviously we gave her last week as well. But
Yeah, and I think she will. She's very good at listening. Like we've said in the past comments, that she's good at listening and taking on board advice. And I just think something was missing in the performance last week. But hopefully she's taken that on board. You know, she looked a bit awkward, a bit tense. Hopefully she just brings that tonight.
Yes. Shall we see?
Yeah.
I call you when I need you, my heart's on fire. Come to me, wild and wild. You come to me, give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises.
Melissa, I loved everything about that performance. I loved the way that you look and the way that you've dressed. I loved the use of the prop. It took away any sort of awkwardness or floating around. It was just bang on in terms of performance. The song itself, I thought was beautiful and a wonderful choice for you this week. And it was really sort of mature, but it allowed us to see the prettier sort of tones to your voice. And I loved the belt at the end, and you really come into it, and I thought, oh, she's got this. I love that you made this on your own. And yeah, I think with the backing track being so simple, your vocals were really on show, and that's risky because obviously if anything goes wrong, we hear it. But I think you had great control over that song tonight. Well done.
You go so high in your higher register, and then you can belt such beautiful tones. You've got it all. I think the problem is for you is finding the perfect amount. And this week you just nailed it. You started off with that lovely higher register. I thought, is she going to go all the way through and do it all in a head voice, which we loved, but we wanted to hear that bit more of grit that you got. And then the belts came in and it was so much better. You've just shown us everything tonight, and the performance was perfect. Just perfect. Sat on the chair, simple. The backing track was simple. Loved it. Well done.
Melissa, I haven't really got much to add because the girls have literally said the same things as I've wrote down. You look fire tonight, girl. You look absolutely stunning, and I love that you used the chair as a prop as well, because like Lily said, it wasn't this floating around sort of thing. It was really an unexpected song choice tonight for you. I really do. It was done so prettily, if I hadn't word prettily, pretty, but it was, I couldn't pick a fault with it. Like the way you came in and the way it ended, that note that you did, your belt, sorry. It was absolutely beautiful. I've literally got nothing to really say other than well done, babes. It was absolutely beautiful.
Thank
you. Well done.
What a beautiful performance off Melissa tonight.
It was perfect. Like, she did absolutely everything this week. She's shown us her higher register, she's shown us the belt, and she also stripped it back and sat down and gave us a nice performance.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she kind of struggles with that, like knowing what song to move around with and what song not to.
Yeah.
But this week, she knew what to do. It was all done perfectly.
Yeah.
So no faults at all.
I agree.
Fair play.
We have Brooke next.
No.
Yes, little Brooke.
She's growing so much, I find, throughout this competition. It's really benefiting her.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what she does this week.
I know. She was fired again last week, so I'm like, it's kind of hard what to give her sometimes, like, because I think she's got a bit of everything.
It's crazy. She's so versatile, and I think her range is massive.
Yeah.
And considering her age, she blows my mind, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think she's capable of so much, and more than she even thinks she is.
Yeah, definitely. Shall we see?
Yeah, come on.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round. Well, you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out and move mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will
Brooke, what a performance that just was. Honestly, I'm a bit mind blown, to be honest. I think your abilities, and especially at your age, genuinely are not normal. The techniques and the techniques that you can do, genuinely you shouldn't be able to do at your age. And it does astonish me. And you gave a lot more in that song in terms of the vocal abilities, the riffs and the runs and things than I thought you would do, if I'm honest. And it was just bang on. Like, your mic control was better than last week. You look phenomenal. It was like just the perfect amount of performance. It wasn't over dramatic or too little. You're very, very likable in the way that you come across on stage. You've just got these big bright eyes that shine at everyone, and you can't help but be captivated. I think that was your best performance, and if I'm being honest, for me so far of the entire night.
Yeah, Brooke, I'm literally going to agree with everything Lily have just said. She literally nailed that straight in the head with everything that she just said to you. You look absolutely beautiful. You couldn't even tell that you were unwell. I know somebody said earlier that you weren't feeling up to scratch today, but you couldn't even tell. You're such a professional already for such a young age. Honestly, babe, you literally melt my heart and you fill up the room and you're absolutely amazing. Well done, babe.
I gotta say, Brooke, you come in every week and every week is your best week. You just keep getting better, better and better. I agree with Lily. This was the best performance so far. And genuinely, your facial expressions and performance skills is majority of the time better than an adult. Like, let alone the vocals. And I'm just watching your face and you mean every single word that you're singing, and I cannot believe that you've just learnt that like so fast. That's another skill. I can't believe it. And you were so young as well. Well done.
What a performance we just had from Brooke.
I know.
Like, how is she that good at her age? Like, most adults can't even do.
I know.
She shocks me every week.
Like, it's not just the vocals though, it's the performance skills for such a young age. And like that week where she did the dance as well. She was dancing, and the performance skills for such a young girl it just baffles me. Like,
so
I'm speechless.
professional.
She is a professional. And her range is just insane. Like, that was phenomenal. But it's the fact that I know she can do so much more again.
I know, yeah.
That it just blows my mind. And I honestly, genuinely believe we found a little diamond there.
Yeah.
I really do. So next up, we've got Angela. Now,
Last week. I'm still speechless. Like, since last week, I cannot stop thinking about it. Like, how
did she make that Dancer's Paradise? I know, it was mental. Yeah.
I know.
I'm
So I'm
excited.
intrigued. Yeah, really intrigued to see what she's going to bring us this evening.
Absolutely.
So
You
shall we?
see?
Yes.
In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came. This voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And do I dream again? Oh, now I find the phantom of the operatic inside my mind. Oh, soon see your face, your happy feeling. I am lost you where in sleep your spirit and my voice in one combined. The phantom of the operatic inside my mind. The phantom of the opera.
off of this building, quite literally. You've just done a massive song and a really popular song that everyone knows, which is risky, if I'm honest, because obviously anywhere you go wrong is obvious in a song that everybody knows. But you've just done so well. Those top notes that you were doing, honestly, I could never do that myself. So it absolutely amazes me that you get up there and they're so clean. Like, there's no way you're coming off that note. And it is honestly just so lovely to watch your journey. You are growing so much that I can't even explain to you. And I think this has been your best week. This was your little moment. So well done.
Angela, I didn't really write anything down then because I was literally watching you every single move then. And like that note you did at the end, like literally just like, I can't even describe it, to be honest. It was absolutely amazing. You literally give me goosebumps then. I was literally going to the guys, look at this. I was literally freezing because it was so lush. So well done, babe.
Last week, Gangster's Paradise changed into an operatic piece. And now this week, you've done The Phantom of the Opera. And we know that you've struggled with like timing, but this week there was the fastest song that you've ever sung, and you did it bang on perfectly. Like, I gotta say, I agree with Lily. You were progressing week by week. This was your best week. Well done, Angela. Last week I thought this is the craziest song choice she has ever picked. This is the hardest thing she'll ever do. And then this week she's picked the most well-known, operatic classical song. And she just did it perfectly. That end note was the clearest thing. No breathiness, completely clear.
It was absolutely beautiful.
Crazy.
It was. And I honestly think it was always there. I just think it was her confidence. She just needed to have a bit more confidence. And you're seeing that week by week. She looks a lot more comfortable up there.
Yeah.
So, next up,
We got Ava Courtney.
Ava Courtney.
She's getting better and better every week.
I know. She's becoming a little diva. From the woman,
most
from the girl we've
definitely.
seen the first week.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's the same person.
To her performance, to her outfit. She's like proper little
We
diva-ish
had
now,
like the
yeah.
Barbie performance, lots of vulnerable stripped back, and then last week completing that as like sass.
I know.
Walking
Yeah.
around the room, amazing performance. I'm so excited for this week.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I think this is the best themed week for her.
Yeah, shall we see?
Yeah.
Kill me if you dare. Hold my head up everywhere. Keep myself right on this train. I'm the underdog. Live my life on a lullaby. Keep myself riding on this train. Keep myself riding on this train. Life in technical is sprayed out on walls. Well, I've been pounding at the pavement until there's nothing at all. I got my cloak and dagger in a ballroom brawl. See the local loves a fighter, loves a winner to fall. Feels like I'm lost in a moment. I'm always losing to win. Can't get away from the moment. Seems like it's time to begin. Kill me if you dare. Hold my head up everywhere. Keep myself right on this train. I'm the underdog. Live my life on a lullaby. Keep myself right on this train. Keep myself riding on this train.
Oh, Ava, that was absolutely amazing. You started off, I love this attitude that you're giving now. They're sucking a lollipop and I'm like, what's going on here? It sounded quite husky tonight in places, which I absolutely loved. I love a good husk in a tone. you look the part. You look absolutely awesome. And this lollipop, I'm absolutely loving. It's mad. But you did absolutely well again tonight, babe. You were stepping up so much. And for your age as well, it's quite amazing. So you did absolutely great. So well done.
Obviously, we all know that you have these insane vocals and these high belts and incredible vocal range for your age. But I feel like this week it was a kind of a weird, quirky song choice. And to be honest, like, you didn't belch, you didn't show off your voice as much. We were just focusing on the performance, which was a really smart thing to do. That sass that we said we loved last week, you've just made us focus on that this week. And I think that it really paid off. And I think it was an amazing performance. Well done.
I gotta be honest, your identity throughout this competition is just soaring. From the person who come in to the person you are now, genuinely, it's like a different person altogether. I think you're really starting to find who you would like to be as an artist. And I really love it. I think it's that Avril Lavigne sort of vibe. And you're different. It's different and it's odd, but it's in the best way possible. You're really starting to kind of show yourself apart from everybody else. And that's a good thing. And I love that about this performance. If I'm honest, more than I loved the song choice itself, because you were able to sort of show us your character, and that's what was showing for me. And in terms of the song, I don't think it was necessarily not a bad choice for you, but I don't think it allowed you to show us the best of your abilities. Obviously, there was no belt. There was no sort of, well, it wasn't anything really. I thought the song didn't go anywhere, if I'm honest. But what you've done with it and how you've put that into life on a stage was really, really good. So well done. Oh, girls, Ava Courtney tonight. Her character is just coming through so much.
Like, I feel like she's finding her style now. I
Yeah.
feel like this is the style that she's supposed to go into. I did feel this week like Rock, I was expecting her to come out and give something really belty, but this shocked me. But I think I liked it more than seeing her belt.
Yeah.
I thought that shown her character really well, and I thought it was a really smart choice.
Yeah.
It was clever.
It was clever.
Very clever of her to
She's
do
done
that.
really well this week.
She really did.
So it's the final performance of the night, girls.
Elisa.
I know.
Last week, I did say that I thought that it was the best performance of the night.
Yeah.
Because it was disco and dance, and she proper dance got everyone involved, and the vocals were insane. They're always insane.
She brought it.
She brought it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for what she brings this week.
Shall we see?
Yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left since while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. Consider you do not know. Silence like a concert rose. Hear my words that I might teach you, and take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops fell, and the cooling wells of silence, hear the people bow their praise unto the neon god.
Elisa, that is how you close a show. Oh my goodness. I gotta be honest, like, even just from the little things, like, you put so much effort into your presentation every week. And I don't think I've actually mentioned it before, but it doesn't go unnoticed. Like, the outfits, the amount of effort you put in to making yourself look right for the song that you're doing, it is always noticed. It really is. And it just makes the whole performance so much better. That was so haunting and so unique. Like, you switched it from the original and made it so much more and just elevated it completely. The way that you were using your voice and using different parts and the transitions were just flawless. There were so many occasions during that song I was like, oh, and like goosebumps everywhere. I've never seen you have so much control, I've got to be honest. And I'm going to say it now, that was my favourite performance of this season, this whole season so far. Well done.
The song started and I thought, oh, she's going to sing a sweet song and she's dressed all rocky, like that's going to be weird. And then you've changed it into like some sort of giant rock piece and I absolutely loved it. The vocals are insane every week and you know that. Like the vocal ability is insane. But I like that you used the mic stand this week and kept it there and then like it wasn't as much as you did last week, the performance. I liked it, like the dramaticness of it.
Mm-hmm. Who even are you? Like, who are you? The girl that came into the beginning of this series was so reserved and quite nervous and everything. And now you're coming out and giving us a performance like this. It's literally blowing my brain. And never in a million years would I thought you would have done this song choice. It was such a clever song choice, I'm going to say to you. It was so beautiful and it was haunting and it was a bit rich and smooth in places. And it was definitely the best performance of this whole evening. So well done, my darling.
Oh my God. I felt like that was like watching her in her own concert. It didn't feel like that. And you said that as well.
Yeah, I didn't think I was in a competition. It was like we'd invited someone back as a guest to perform.
Yes, definitely.
You know, I just felt like it was on another level completely tonight. She stepped it up big time.
Yeah, massively.
So it's time now to make those all-important results. Who is going to get to the final showdown?
It's
getting
so
tight.
tough. It is literally so tight
heating up
now.
every week. We thought it was hard last week. It just keeps getting harder and harder. And everyone keeps progressing so much as well.
Yeah.
But these numbers do need to go down.
They do need to go down, unfortunately, but yeah. Should we get to her?
Let's do it. Firstly, we want to say a well done to each and every one of you. Honestly, like, this process is really working wonders for some of you, and it's really showing your growth, your potential, and you are showing that to us. It's been a fantastic night, hasn't it, girls, in terms of performances. So it's not been easy, it really hasn't. But you know, we've got to be honest now, we're getting to the last stages. The final showdown is next week. We're on a stage. It is going to be completely different. The pressure is going to be bigger than ever. And ultimately, we need the best act going through to next week. So, in no particular order, the first person through to next week and the final showdown is going to be Angela. The next person going through to next week is going to be Elisa. Well done. The third person making it through to the final showdown is Darcy. The next person going through to next week is going to be Melissa. Next up, getting a spot into next week's final showdown is Abby. Again, remember, this is in no particular order. The next person safe and going into the final showdown is Brooke. So there's one more space that is definitely through to next week's final showdown. The next person going through to next week is Ava Courtney. Both of you have done really well tonight. Matthew, you've had comments that this is your best performance. But you know, we have got to judge this based on everybody left in the competition, and the standard is super high. Alicia, you've been in this position before, and again, you had a good performance tonight, and it is the same situation whereby we are judging as a collective. We think that there are things that you both need to work on, if we're being completely honest. And it has really not been easy down there today. This decision has been really, really difficult. But ultimately, you know, the final showdown is a seriously important step into the next and last stages of this competition. So we've not taken it lightly. To be honest, it has been impossible to come to a decision tonight, and we could not agree at all. So, the person leaving us tonight is both of you. You have both done extremely well. We genuinely wish you both all the best. We're here to offer help, advice, anything that you feel we can help you with to push you further in your musical careers. You've both done extremely well, and you should be proud of yourselves. Thank you for coming to us, because it would not have been the same competition without either of you. We've learned so much, and your other contestants have learned so much from you. Well done, both of you. What a difficult decision we had to make tonight.
That was absolutely
We
awful.
all
It
had
was-
a different opinion.
But we could agree on. And ultimately, I think there is work needed for them both.
Yeah.
And you know, we're seeing progressions, but
Yeah.
those progressions need to be on par with everybody else. It is a competition, it is tough, and it's a final showdown next week. I mean, the
Yeah.
lineup we've got is now incredible,
Yeah.
but it's always a shame to see really talented people leave.
It really is, yeah.
Well done, both of you. You've both done extremely well, you really have. You've got to think how much you have grown throughout this competition. I know it's tough, I know it's difficult. You know, I've been in your shoes, Gracie, we've all been in your shoes. And it's not easy. It's the toughest competition in this entire country.
We were literally downstairs biting each other's heads.
Yeah.
Like, you do
Honestly,
not
none of you have
understand.
made it easy for us.
It is
So,
hard.
you know.
It generally is, because we need to drop the numbers.
Yeah.
There's going to be one person at the end of this. You've got to remember, you know, every single one of you
is going to be in
are
that
going to
position.
be in a position that's not nice.
Yeah.
And unfortunately tonight it's you guys, but you know what? You've done incredibly well. Your performances tonight were
You should
amazing.
be so proud of yourselves.
I'd be
honestly.
happy leaving on a performance like that. Both of you, well
It
done.
is so
Yeah.
stressed. It is hard.
Well done.
Well done, guys.
Well done.